Junk and Food over here in Poorville. Oh, I sure hope I get around to this thing for much longer. For some reason I just don't have the cranking ability either. It's got too tight of a motor, which I don't think so, because sometimes it'll crank really good, but I think what I'm going to do is put a couple better grounds on there, even though I thought that should be good. Those 1966 International cab over. Got brand new cables on it. But maybe I'll try to take that right off and relocate it. I'm going to try to get over here and get this thing running. Kind of got sidetracked on it. I got the ignition out of it. But the ignition didn't work half the time, so it's been short in the starter, so I'm going to have to replace that if I get it running. This will be one of my main projects. I'm catching up on some stuff. I'm getting stuff done around here. Missing 3 lights on there. Yeah, I was saying it before in a video. I found one of these for, I think it's $500 bucks. It had all kinds of parts I could have used. The running lights up there and another motor. A few things really nice interior. But I checked on it and somebody beat me to it. Every now and then I'll just type in international and see what pops up. Like I'm doing for Mercedes-Benz now. I keep close watch on the computer and try to check every day, because if you're looking for something, you got to be right on it if it comes out, or somebody else is going to grab it. I stuck the Volkswagen out here for sale. The guy that was saying he wanted it, or thought he might want it, I don't know. The guy that did my gutters, he didn't want it, but my rain barrel catching and all that stuff, which is alright. I've had a chance to sell it to a couple guys and I wouldn't sell it. I wasn't ready to sell it. Was going to drive it, but it's going to go now. So yeah, I got these done. I want to get this power wash before he got here. He's supposed to call me a couple days before, but he didn't. So I didn't do that. And rough caps up there. I don't know if I'll get this power wash this year or not. So yeah, you put a barrel down there and you catch all the rainwater. And there's only 2 downspouts. I put them this into the house because I wanted the water to drain here. Then I ended up putting the driveway here, so clean all this mess up, get something. Oh, looky there. They left their pencil. Yeah, so that's called a funnel right there. You put your barrel in, you catch that rainwater. I may have to pull that piece off and come right to there, because I want to put a big one. 400 or 500 gallon, 1,000 gallon or something. Set it out here someplace and just pipe it into it. I assume you drain them in the winter. So come from over there. They put the roof guards on there, and it was kind of expensive, but I had ice hanging off this last year, and I thought it was going to take the whole thing down. They cleaned the gutters. So yeah, I got this out here. The guy up north wants this. He said he wants the frame, but he said it'd be a couple weeks before he gets here, 2 to 3 weeks before he could get down here. It's like 6 hours drive. I told him to check to see if it's still available. But I'm going to sell him the whole thing, but he offered me $1,300 if it's still here, but I may tell him to send me some money. If I had to fabricate this thing on, it's actually different. In this one, it was like a piece right in here that folded out. The one that's on there So there's a piece of metal sticking out a couple inches for the door handle, I guess. So it wouldn't let the casing go up against it. So I ended up flattening that one out so it's set flush like there to get this panel on. And the doorknob or door handle is different. This don't even fit it. That's a different style handle there. So I use my trusty self-tapping screws. I put it on here a few times before I figured out what was going on with it. But it works. Window rolls up and down. I even put one there. That one I missed. There was nothing for it to bite to. So we're getting ready to put this thing on the road. I took it out for a test drive. I generally do that, make sure it runs and drives a few times, because there ain't nothing worse than putting something on the road and then having something that totally don't want to run or vibrates or something like that. So she's a beauty. It looks like it was drove through somebody protesting or something, especially before we put the door on there. Crazy world. So this I think I'm going to just keep for like a couple patch panels if I do any patching on this truck. I don't know. The only spot I might just put a panel on and is maybe this corner here. Not get too carried away. If I can get a couple rivets in there, top and bottom somewhere. Just keep the rest of the water out. So I've got to think of what the project is for today. Still got to do something with that window. Well, I guess I went and bought the lines for that Uplander, and I went to get a little clip. I had to heat them to get them out of the transmission. I had to pull the fitting out and heat them to get the clips out, and the lines were broke off in there. So then we're about 140 bucks for the two of them, and I lost one of the clips, and they had them at the dealership, and I didn't know if the parts store had them or not. I gotta go find out now, because I bought one at the dealership, little dinky clip for $4.90, something like that. And I'd lost one earlier, but I put a brand new one. There goes a satisfied customer. I gotta watch. If anybody sees the coon up there, you see me run. Yeah, I got the new lines up here. So I lost one clip. The brand new one I just paid $5 for, so I got them all on but one. That clip flew over that way. If anybody sees it, let me know. I dug through and found one I lost, but then I found out from watching a video, the easiest way to do that is put that clip in right up in that before you even hook the line up. And that line will slide right in there. You put that clip in and make sure it turns good. That's what I did on that one. And that was actually a bin. I straightened it out a little bit, and that's the one I was fighting with. So you put